But who are you passing the ball to? Get down. Yeah, bro, I'm about to get on Call of Duty, because what am I playing with right now? What am I playing right now? Let me go shit quitting. After 2 turnovers and a D+, yeah. I bet you did quit. Oh, nigga, you didn't catch that? No. Oh, shit. Go and bust it up and go ahead, baby, get nigga. No, you got a nigga, but I wanna see you get nigga. Deep throat, baby, go ahead, take it. Nigga got a trip out of bitch while he in Vegas. Say he getting money, but the whole world know he faking. Fashion, fitness, flex, so I heard the invest in fitness. That's right, knock your tooth if you talk loose. Bitch, giving neck deep throat like a white goose. Yeah. Walk in the bank, got a meal to deposit. Oh my gosh, niggas are terrible. You mean like development? I'm on the couch and I'm posted like LMB. Posted like LMB. Matte Black inside eggnog. What are you doing? Walk in the bank, got a meal to deposit. So everybody's there. What are you doing? Suck, bro. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all niggas are terrible. I'm down. Bro, all my fucking teammates quit. Niggas are terrible. I'm literally out here by myself. Look at that shit. Nah, real talk, bro. Niggas just be quitting the fucking game. Cause they playing terrible. Ooh, this that shit right here. Come on, man. I don't know. Bucket. I know what that is, though. That shit, bro. I'm gonna fight again. I'm just be thinking this shit good, bro. Sure. What is the game? Bucket. Like, I don't understand why the ARs are so stupid, bro. Look at that shit. 3 niggas jumping at me. Bucket. Fucking bitch. The AI shit is just terrible, bro. Bucket. I wonder how it feels inside. The AIs are the dumbest shit, bro. She look at me like Superman and ass on my chest. You got me in here fantasizing. Look at that shit, look. I'm trying to see that panty line. I wonder how it feels inside. I wonder how it feels inside. I mean like a rosary. bitch. So much is. She can be my medic. Here we are. Niggas look terrible. She bend it over post for me. Post for me. Yes, sir. Hey guys, are so stupid, bro. Yeah, that's terrible. Quit. Stop. I pull up in a Marlboro coupe and Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne. %. What took you so long? Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Sweet last cake there. Baby, I wonder. Say something for me. I'm talking late night for you. My man, just say you will come through and chill. Well, wow, but alright, it's okay. I'm so glad we got the link up. I made the coffee. I'm talking late night for y'all. What's up with that? What's up? Oh my gosh, AR, bro. You been playing way too long. Blowing on that horn. And I'm trying to stomach, I'm trying to be honest. You was shooting for first place, but I'm feeling so blue, eh? When I'm sipping up Florida. She keep playing like Blu-ray. Drop a top on that toupee, and I might cop that today. But I need me and you day. And I'm trying to fuck while you playing with me. While you playing with me. Cause I'm trying to call your number, trying to call your number. What's up with that? What's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up? Wake up every day. Lord, please guide my way. I'm so full. I can't wait for September, cause that means that next month is going down like timber. You're one of my members. Gotta see a part of me in her. And a white flag to surrender. My head girl was a head case. I cannot defend her. You're too down with the gang, yeah. With the gang, yeah. With the gang, yeah. Alright, some other guys in this city. What happened? When you're riding on the 6 girl, are you slapping them or slapping us? I know the answer. I'm gonna take it farther than Mexico. Part of them biz game, man. You're one of my members. Now them hoes getting friendlier. You're too down with the gang, yeah. With the gang, yeah. With the gang, yeah. You're too loud for the member. For November, December. You're too down with the old girl. Going deeper inside, my feelings can't subside. These walls are so thin. Feel like I'm Yeah, but the bad guys go. All jokes aside. Wake up the whole east side. On the road going 80. I live like 40 minutes from you. You used to jack the other side, but that shit doesn't faze me. Those guys were never ganging. Say it to me with a straight face. Oh, now it's gone. I wish I could change how you think. I know I could have us both coming at the same time like And put both hands up like 6:30. And might see me later, and I'm right there like New Jersey. All your friends keep judging us, it's like the my attorney. She could be my medic. She been fantasize. Ah, good fucking jump. Oh fuck. I wonder how it feels inside. I wonder how it feels inside. She could be my medic. Yeah. Why? Who man is that, bro? Bro, whose man is this? late, bro. Oh, I'm late. No, he didn't get that board. Come on! It's that corner. Fuck no, nigga. Where you at, baby? Come on. Where you at? I'll fire. Bye, look. Bye back. Come on. Come on. God damn it! Fuck these niggas, man. Defense. 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 Come on. Bang, 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 bang. Come on. This nigga's gone, dog. Yeah, y'all better go to it. You better go to it. Bang, bitch. Bang, bitch. Shoot it. You can have that. You can have that too. In the show, PG. It's only 2 people that should be shooting this rock right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even mean to be that way. Give me that. Come on, man. Get it to him. Right back, baby. Yep. Bang, bitch. It's only 2 people out here that should be shooting this rock right now, nigga. Give me that shit. Right back. Come on. Just gotta stay on there, man. Let's go, man. Add him up, P. Add him up, P. Yeah. Come on. Get back, get back. Go in there. I got throws. I got throws. I got throws. Come on. Be ready, B. Pop back out, baby. Pop back out, baby. Bang. Come on, man. The fuck out the game. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Out of bounds, bitch. What we doing, fellas? What we doing on defense? Come on, stay home. Let's go, man. Come on. Ah, bro. Bang. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's how I play point guard this game. Whose man is this, dog? What we doing? Everybody running around, just double teaming and shit. Like, oh God, bro. Of course, the sorry ass point guard nigga quit. Of course he does. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Come on. I planned on playing point guard anyway. Sorry ass nigga. Come on. Come on. Shoot it. Of course, dog. Of course, it's time to cheese the AI. Pop back up, small forward. Come back up. Come back up. Yeah, you gotta come back up. That's what I'm saying. If you come back up to the hash, it's open. Trying to get you a shot, baby. Come on. My fault. I'm trying to get out your way. Give me that fucking bitch ass game. That's what I'm saying. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on! Finish, nigga. Lock the fuck in. Your fucking defense, nigga. You gotta take your time. Take your time. Call for it. Call for it. That's something I should never pass in the ball. I got an icon and everything. I don't never want him to shoot. I'm not gonna lie. It's trash. Come on, baby. Come on. You ain't even got that in your bag. You ain't got that in your Birkin. Bang, 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 bang. Come on. Come on. Come on. I knew it was green once we got that sorry ass PG out of here. This AI is fucking terrible though. 6 seconds, 6 seconds. Be ready, 5. Be ready, 5. Come on. Be ready, 5. Trailing me here, right here. Yep, take your time, take your time. My fault, y'all both 5. I didn't even realize that. Oh, me, bro, I set you up for failure right there. Just trying to find y'all spots, trying to find y'all spots. Trying to figure out where everybody need the ball at. Come on, baby. Come on. I'm gonna switch that next possession. I'm gonna go guard PG. Even though it might not matter, I'm gonna do it anyway. Come on, good shot. I mean, good pass, boy. Come on. Watch that corner. I'll take that foul. I'll take that foul. See you, baby. Yep, stay there with it. I should shoot that still. Oh, I didn't try to do that. The fucking windmill. It's not even in my fucking dunk package, bro. I see you, baby. I see you. There you go. I can't get a dunk, bro. Yep, you got it. Good defense, nigga. Fuck! My fault, fellas. I put this shit on myself. Get it back out. I see you, baby. Yes, sir. Be ready to shoot, baby. Be ready to shoot, fire gang. We back, we back, we back. We alright. Come on. It's gonna be tough to get easy ones, dog, because they're not fucking with that AI. Slide down to the corner, big man. Nah, corner, baby. Good defense, though. Shooting right over there. Fucking AI, man. It's always these little bitch-ass point guards, bro. It's fucking off the game. He can't even give us that. It's craziness, bro. If they don't have to guard him, we're fucked. Man, here they go, bro, with that shit. Yeah, bro. Bang, baby. Come on. Need you, baby. Need you. Good look, though. Good look. Keep shooting that. I don't want you to stop shooting that shit. Fuck, man. There we go. Come on. Need you. Need you, baby. Come on. Come on. We gotta stay home, bro. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm cool on the point guard. Shot. Come on, baby. Need you. I said I'm not gonna stop going to you. You missed one shot. It's all good. Come on. I need money. Yeah, I need money as a mutant. Let's go, baby. Come on. Show me what? Yeah, show me Mr. Money. Yes, sir. Pull back. Pull back. Out of here. When we first met, he wrote on the slip of paper, "I need money." Shit, we've been making it ever since. Defense, boy. Ah, I saw you, bro. That's on me, though. I blame myself. I got to give you a better passing angle. I got to give you a better passing angle. See you, baby. Come on. You crab dribbling bitch. You crab whore. Oh, that's tough, bro. That's tough, bro. Move, fellas. Every possession matters for us. They can afford bad ones. We can't. Come on. Good block. I need money. Yeah, big man. That's AI. That's AI. Who's that? Who's that? I need money. Oh no. Come back out. Be ready. I need money. Be ready. I need money. Where you at? You ain't even in the play, baby. Where you at? Oh my gosh, bro. What's going on? I'm looking for you, baby. You ain't in the play for me. You won't even let me click. Oh, he's lagging. He's lagging. I need money. What at? What at? I'm still here. I'm still here. That's a charge. Find yours, find yours, find yours. Yes, I need rebounds. Come on back up to the kid. Come back up to the kid. Oh, he's dookie. You can't pass it to him. He's buttocks. He's gonna sell our bread every time. We got an icon shit, baby. That nigga. That nigga. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Oh no. I need money. I need money. No way. Great rebound, McMahon. Move, AI. I need money. Great luck. I need money. Oh, I need it. And big man and one. Give me the hot dogs. Give me that. Fader. Oh my God, I'm here. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. I'm not getting any help from the AI. And bro, why? Acting like you're not gonna get the ball back. Come on, gee. Yeah, that ended the game for us right there. We needed that possession. Like, bro, what are you doing? God damn. Nah, bro, the shit is blowing me, Lou. Like, been passing this motherfucking ass the ball. I need money. Come on, call for it. Come on, come on. Shit's blowing me, bro. Two of 7 and 2 of 9, nigga. That's not gonna get it done. From my power forward and my big man. 2 of 7, 2 of 9, and my point guard is 1 of 6. Like, what are we talking about? What, you were gonna shoot that? You were gonna shoot that? Why? And of course they give me that dunk animation when I could just dunk the ball regular. But all right. I don't care. I'd rather pass it to a user, bro. I'm not passing it to them AIs. Them AIs is full of shit, bro. Good pass, bro. You know, we lose tomorrow. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. We did your boy kind of dirty. Herbie was looking hurt out there against us. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, Herbie was looking hurt, bro. Look, you know what I'm talking about. That's why you saying that. He was getting hurt out there, bro. But you know what? To be honest, I wanted to play y'all because y'all pissed me off anyway, because the last week of the season, y'all played against the Broncos and y'all rested niggas. And I wanted y'all to win that game so we could get the #1 seed. And y'all came out there and laid an egg. So y'all kind of pissed me off with that. So I really wanted to play y'all and beat y'all because we needed y'all to beat that Broncos that last game. That would have gave us the #1 seed. So that was my only gripe with y'all. Against who? Against y'all? We barely won against the Broncos. We beat the brakes off of y'all. Like, yeah, y'all. We beat the brakes off of y'all. It was only our fault that we didn't beat y'all by 30. Because our defense was locking y'all up. If it wasn't for our offense starting off slow, we would have beat y'all by 20, 30 points. Defensively, though, there was nothing there. That's what I said what I said, too. 16-3, like I said, we locked y'all up. It was our offense that fucked us up that game. If we played our offense like we've been playing the whole year, that's a 20, 30 point game. It was nothing y'all was doing with us. All y'all receivers was locked up. Ladd wasn't getting open. Keenan wasn't getting open. They couldn't get a Gonzo, and the boys was locking y'all up. Carlton Davis. Most of the sacks we got was really covered sacks. It wasn't even just because we were just hopping off the line. We had 2 or 3 possessions that we should have scored, and our offense was out there bullshitting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should have been a route. That should have been an easy route. Hey, that's on you. Woulda, coulda, the shit. Woulda, coulda, shoulda applies more to y'all than us. We good. We won. I ain't saying no woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like I said, I'm just saying I wish we would have beat y'all by more. But I'm not saying if this would have happened, we would. Like I said, I mean, we won at the end of the day. I don't really care. And I ain't never gonna let nobody use no excuses on injuries to me, because we won Super Bowls without Gronk, without the best tight end in football. We had niggas hurt. Like, yeah. 49ers came through this year, even though they ain't winning it, you know, of course, but nobody expected the 49ers to be what they was. They still did what they had to do. They had niggas that stepped up and they looked good. Seahawks just a better team, but I don't want to never hear the injury excuse. Like, that might be cool. You know what, to be honest with you, I don't even care. We playing with house money. We won 4 games the previous 2 seasons. I already told you before going in. I didn't expect. I really was just hoping to see that we got to 9-8, somewhere in there, 9-8, you know, 10-7, whatever. Like, I mean, but for us to make it to the Super Bowl after winning 4 games last year, we playing with house money. I'm good, cause we gonna retool this season. We got our franchise quarterback. We got our franchise quarterback on a rookie deal. We can solidify our offensive line, sign a premium pass rusher, get a wide receiver. We playing with house money. at this point, you know, to be honest with you. Like, I'm good. Like I said, I didn't expect us. I mean, of course, you always hope that your team make the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl every year, but I wasn't expecting it. Hey, that's cool. That's because you see what we doing. Like, look at it, you know. Josh Allen been in contention every year. He made a Super Bowl. Drake May in his second year has made a Super Bowl now. Like, I mean, I get it. I get the frustration. I get the frustration, but man, we back, baby. We back. And it's only gonna get better because, like I said, we got our rookie quarterback on a. We got our second year quarterback on a rookie deal. This is the time we capitalize. I was really thinking next year was the year that we would take this step. We 1 year ahead of schedule programming. So if we lose, I mean, of course, I don't want to see us get blown out. But if we come out and we lose, I to be honest, I'm not tripping. Hey, that's cool. I don't know. Okay, mommy. Okay, mommy. Okay, okay. Hey, you gotta build it the right way, though. That's what I tell people all the time too. When they be like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to tank." I'd rather tank. I'd rather be. So, for instance, right, the last 2 years we won 4 games. We won 4 games. I'd rather do that than be like the Steelers and be fucking 9-8, 9-8, 9-8. Cause you're not gonna get a chance to rebuild. You're not gonna get a chance to retool. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get high draft picks at that point. So what's the point of me being middle of the pack? Even if, like this, I already told people, even if the Steelers made the playoffs this year as they did, they weren't gonna win shit. So what's the point of that? I'd rather be terrible and go ahead and get a high draft pick for 2 years straight as opposed to but that's what I'm saying too. They don't never get high draft picks because they're always picking in the middle of the draft of the first round. They're always picking 15, 16. You need a top 5 pick to change your franchise around, unless you just get lucky and a dude falls to you. You know what I mean? Like, you need a high draft pick. You need a real game changer. We don't get Drake May in the draft if we're drafting at 15, 16. What's good with you, Swart? We don't get Drake May if we're drafting at pick 15, 16, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You might as well go ahead and just be bad. If you're gonna be bad, be bad. Like, they keep doing everything that they can to stay in the middle of the pack. You're not gonna get a great. You have to get really, really lucky. But Tomlin is not the one drafting. Tomlin is not the one. You know, I mean, of course, I know he got some influence over the pick, but Tomlin is making do with the talent that he gets. It wasn't like he had Bill Belichick control where he's the GM and the coach, you know, like, I mean, he literally made more with less, you know what I mean? Like, that was what Tomlin was good at. But organizationally, they should have, no, that's what I'm saying. Tomlin he wasn't in control. That's what I'm saying. That's you know, my whole point is he wasn't in control. Because probably had he been in control, he probably would have been like, bro, fuck it. We need to, what's the point of us winning 8, 9 games? You know what I mean? Like, but he needed to do that to keep his fucking job, you know? So, but like staying in the middle does nothing for you in sports, bro. Like I said, because now at that point, you have to get lucky. You picking at pick 15, 16, you have to really get lucky to get a game-changing talent at – pick 15, 16. You might as well, just go ahead and say fuck it and do what you got to do to get a top 5 pick, as opposed to saying, okay, well, we gonna stay competitive this year. Maybe we get a playoff spot. You know.
Dad, he said a bad word. that guy said a bad
Yeah.
word. That's not supposed to be said.
But you know, I told you this a couple years ago. That's what I said. I was like, bro, I'd rather see us be bad for 2 or 3 years as opposed to being middle of the pack for 2 or 3 years. Like, we might as well just go ahead and be bad, bro. Like, stay in middle of the pack, 9-8, 10-7. That does nothing with you. But like you said, that's because they got lucky. No, they didn't get lucky. They drafted great. You know, I mean, you get Russell Wilson in the 3rd round. You know what I mean? Like, they got Russell Wilson in the 3rd round. That's what I'm saying. Like, how often does that happen? How often does it happen where a team gets their franchise quarterback outside of the 1st round? You know what I mean? Like, most teams draft a franchise game-changing quarterback in the 1st round. Like, so, and it's like I said, especially when you know you need a quarterback. Like, that's way more of an anomaly than teams. Okay, for instance, you look at it in basketball, right? I tell people the same thing. You look at it in basketball. The 2 best teams in the league, the Spurs and OKC. What did they do? They were terrible for 3 or 4 years. Got high draft picks, hit on those high draft picks, and now look at them 3-4 years later. They're at the top of the league. Now you look at all of these teams that stayed middle of the pack and they drafting 15 to 20 every single year. You're not going to get the chances of you getting a game-changing, you know, franchise-changing talent at picks 15 through 20 are really, really slim. I mean, of course, we know they've happened, but, you know, like, I'd rather be bad for 3 or 4 years and rebuild that way. The proof has been there on teams that have done that. And if you do it the right way, of course. I mean, you get teams like the Raiders that be bad and they come out and they draft bad in the 1st round and they end up staying in the same spot. Browns, for instance, of course. We know the Browns have had plenty of top 5 draft picks over the last 20 years. And they pick the wrong nigga every time. You know, like, sometimes you get teams like that and it's just like, that is what it is, you know. But like I said, the proof is in the pudding when it comes to rebuilding a team. You'd rather be bad than stay middle of the pack. Your chances of, you know, the only thing that accelerated OKC was because they had the trade with Shea Gildress. That's what accelerated them. But the reason that, I mean, what they got Chet Holmgren with the number 2 pick in the draft. Like, you're not a good team with the. Yeah, you're exactly. Yeah, thank you, Pandemic Pete. Hey. No. The only reason you get a number 2 pick in the draft is because you're terrible. You know. Unless you just get lucky like the Mavericks did, which everybody knows what happens with the Mavericks deal. That was basically a backdoor deal where they got the number 1 pick because they traded Luka. But you're not getting a top 3 pick unless you a top 3 worst team in the league. Even after they got Shea, they were still a top 3 worst team in the league that following year. So then you get Chet Holmgren, you get Jalen Williams. You know, the follow. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you get these guys. Only reason you do that is by being bad. Look, like I said, San Antonio, the same thing. They were terrible. They get Wemby. Then they get Stephon Castle. You know what I mean? Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. When you got, especially when you got a hurt superstar, you might as well go ahead and tank. Why would I be like, oh yeah, let me see what we can do. Like, we're not gonna win without that guy anyway. You know what I mean? Like, even if we do make it to the playoffs, we're not gonna fucking win anything. Like, even if OKC had made it to the playoffs that year when Chet was hurt, they're not winning anything. You might as well be bad. Like, you're not gonna win it all. So what's the point? If you know you're not gonna be a team that's competing for a championship, just fucking lose. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. There's no in between with it. I think the main difference in the NBA is because the best team is always gonna win because you're talking about a 7-game series. So if you're not better than a team, you're not gonna beat them 4 times. You ain't gonna beat nobody 4 times unless it's injury or something like that. In the NFL is different because you're talking about 1 game. You know what I mean? So like NFL, it's like, that's why people keep going. That's why, you know what I mean? Like, people just like, okay, in the NFL, they're like, okay, if we make it to the playoffs, we got a chance because it's 1 game. You know, it's not like you got to beat a team 2-3 times. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the main difference in NBA and NFL. Like, it's 1 game. You know what I mean? Like, there's been times in the NBA where there's been, you know, 1 seed is playing an 8 seed and they, you know, beat them 3-1. You know, like, yeah, you can get 1 game, you know, but beating somebody 4 times, that's different, you know, like. Yeah, because y'all built up all of those picks. That's what I'm saying. Y'all were bad for 3 or 4 years, and y'all traded away Westbrook, got assets. Y'all traded away Paul George, got assets. And you're like, okay, we'll be bad for 3 or 4 years because in 3 or 4 years from now, we're going to be in the up and up. You know what I mean? Like, y'all weren't competing for a championship after y'all traded away Westbrook and Paul George. Like, yeah, y'all might have won a couple games, you know, won a few games, been competitive, but everybody knew y'all wasn't going to win anything, you know, so you might as well just be bad. Like, for instance, I tell people the same thing with, you know, the Mavericks. The Mavericks should not bring Kyrie back this year. The Mavericks should just go ahead and be like, nah, bro, we gonna go ahead and tank, get us another high draft pick. If they get another top 5 draft pick, then you got Kyrie coming back next year. Like, that works better for you than trying to make the playoffs. And then now y'all are pick 16, 17 in the draft. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just be bad. Like, there's no in between in sports, bro. Like, at least, and like I said, even more so in the NBA because of the way the playoffs are structured. NFL is a little bit different because a team that is 10-7 or something like that can sneak in the playoffs, you know what I mean, and possibly win it, go to the Super Bowl, depending on their luck and, you know, the way things work out, you know. So but it was the same thing as the Seattle Supersonics, right? But the Seattle Supersonics were terrible before they drafted Durant. Then you get Durant, you get Westbrook, you get Harden, you get these are top 5 picks, right? You know, like, these are top 5, top 10 picks. You don't get these picks if you're middle of the pack. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just stay terrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. All I'm saying is the blueprint is there as far as building your team through the draft. Like I said, that's why I was happy that, you know, I mean, of course, I feel like Bill Belichick is the GOAT. He is, you know, Bill Belichick is the GOAT coach to me, you know, like I said. But I knew I didn't want to see him go, but I knew we kind of needed that because you saw the years after Brady, right? Like the whole time Bill Belichick was still there, it was like, we're going to do what we got to do to stay competitive. And we're going 8-8, 8-9, you know, shit like that. And it's like, he didn't want to ever go into rebuild mode. Bill Belichick is never going to want to go into a full rebuild mode. So we had to do what we did because, like I said, we needed to go into full rebuild mode. We had to go. If we don't go 4-13 for the last 2 years, we're not at the point that we're at right now. If we were 9-8 the last 2 years, we don't get Drake May. We don't get Christian Gonzalez. We don't get, you know what I mean? We don't get these guys. We're not able to fully rebuild. Like, but yeah, that lottery pick comes from that those trades y'all have made too, though. You know, that's the same thing that happened with Boston. When Boston traded away KG, you know, Paul Pierce, when they did the Brooklyn thing, that's the reason they were able to rebuild their team so fast, was because they had Brooklyn's picks. That's how they were able to get Jason Tatum. That's how they were able to get Jaylen Brown. That's how they, you know what I mean? So I'd rather just go in rebuild mode for a couple of years. Go ahead and get rid of those aging superstars. You know what I mean? Like, do what you got to do. Yeah, you may not be good for a year, you know, couple of years, 2-3 years, but then you're going to look up 2-3 years from now, and at least, you know, you got you some building blocks. Now you got you 2 or 3 good homegrown players that you've drafted. Then you sign a couple of free agents. Now your team looks completely different, right? Like, everything you want and everything. There you go. What you running?
Hold on.
Shit. My fault. There
Why
you
can
go.
I not hear you? Oh, okay.
There you go.
I'm not hear you, man. I'm just fucking doing a little simulation shit in my goddamn Molly.
Bet.
He's double rep, and I know the goddamn randoms on bullshit today. I heard them play with the random.
Man, them niggas there, bro. Niggas be so dumb on this
I'm
game.
doing the little freaking simulation with the goddamn jazz.
Niggas be so dumb on this game, bro. But I just don't get it.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. If cause I know it's a watch for the Jazz this year. If they line up look like how I think it should look next year, and if Ace Bailey turn out what he's supposed to be, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be a nasty ass lineup. The starting side.
Mm-hmm. But
The
like
shortest nigga on your starting five is 6'5", and everybody else 6'9" and taller.
and especially if, like I said, they don't have a good season and they get a top 8, because it's a good 8 to 10 niggas in this draft, you know, coming up. So if they get one of
traded
them,
they pick away.
they
traded
did.
They traded it for Jaren.
Okay. So Memphis got that pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That pick is going to.
That's kind of smart.
Yeah, Keontae George 6'5", Ace Bailey 6'9", Laurie at the 3 at 7'1", Jaren Jackson 6'10", Walker Kessler 7'2".
Well, I got a little bit of a spot going there. You know what you call it? Like I said, same thing. Danny Ainge over there. You know, Danny Ainge is who rebuilt.
He ain't better than Sam Presti. Fuck him.
He ain't, but he definitely top 3 for sure. Like I said, he might be second, because Danny Ainge gonna always make sure he win every trade that he make. Shit, like they said, he got 5 draft picks for Rudy Gobert. Like Danny Ainge gonna always come up in the trade. I still remember his biggest finesse. I told people, like, I hated that shit, because, you know, especially as a Duke fan, I remember that draft a few years, I forgot what year that was, like 2018, 2019, whenever it was, when it was Lonzo Ball and Markelle Fultz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everybody knew
he traded number 1 to
yes,
go to number 3 and
exactly. He came up to number 1 and got the best player in the fucking draft. That's what I told people. That shit was making me mad, because everybody was talking about, oh man, should it be Markelle Fultz or Lonzo Ball? I'm like, bro, Jason Tatum is the best nigga in the fucking draft. Like, and that nigga came away with a heist. He traded back to number 3 because he knew Philly was going to take Markelle Fultz. He knew we was going to take Lonzo Ball at 2. And he get the best player in the draft, Tatum, at 3, while coming up 2-3 additional number 1 picks. Like, like them are franchise changing deals. You know, same thing like you said with the whole Paul George Shea, you know, trade. It's like niggas traded away Shea and 5 number 1s to get fucking Paul George, bro. Like, are you shitting me? Yeah, because the Clippers gonna be terrible. Yeah, because the Clippers gonna be terrible. Especially now, that was the best thing. I know they love seeing they traded Harden, bro.
This is why that Harden trade was kind of crazy to me, because they could have got their pick back, this year's pick back, because they had turned it around. Because you know they started the season off fucking trash.
Exactly.
And they was turning it around.
Exactly.
They could have got their pick back if they. I think if it was a lottery, it's a lottery protection on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. It is. So like you said, but I remember because they started out the year like 3-15, and everybody was like, bro, they gonna fuck around and give OKC a top 3 pick if they keep playing like this. It's like they were bottom 3-4 in the league. Like, and then like you said, Harden started hooping, Kawhi came back, he started hooping, and they turned shit around. And then now you trade away Harden, and shit, like I said, they could be back in the same boat here in a couple of months. Like, we gonna see, but that's why, like you said, that trade really didn't make sense either, because they ought to be doing everything that they can to make sure they get that pick back.
It made my team better get us some more rings.
Man, come on,
I like winning rings.
Nah, for real. But then the moves you gotta make, you know, you gotta look forward. I know, like, that's all I used to tell people too. It's like, you know, y'all haven't had to start doing that yet, but eventually y'all are gonna have to do that. But you remember how it was when, like, Bill Belichick's motto was always, bro, he would always trade a nigga a year earlier rather than a year later. You know what I mean? I'd rather, if I know I can't pay this nigga, you know what I mean? I'd rather go ahead and trade him now, as opposed to waiting until everybody knows I have to trade the nigga, and then now I don't get as much value for him.
It's also different in the league too, though, because niggas had. You don't really hear no trade clauses in the NFL. In the NBA,
Nah.
Nigga gonna have no trade clauses.
It's only a couple niggas though. It's only like 3 or 4
money.
niggas. It's only like 3-4 niggas that actually have no trade clauses in their contract in the league. You know. I know Brad Bill had one, but it's gone. No,
I think it's more than what you think.
Hold on, that's a good question. Actually, I actually want to know. Let me see. I know, of course, LeBron got one. Of course, he one of the few I know that has one. I don't even think Steph has one. And yeah, we know what Steph is like.
You could check that shit.
Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Only 2 players have no trade clauses. Yep, LeBron James and Damian Lillard are the only 2 players right now that have it. Because remember, I know Brad Bill was one. Brad Bill was one last year, but remember he got bought out of his contract and signed with the Clippers. So
no, he waived his no trade clause when he got traded to Phoenix.
Well, yeah, he waived it then, but it still stood. You know what I mean? So even if Phoenix would have tried to trade him somewhere else, that's why they bought him out. Because if they would have tried to trade him somewhere else, it would have been the same thing. He would have had to waive his no trade clause. So that's why they went ahead and just bought him out. But yeah, LeBron and Damian Lillard are the only 2 niggas in the NBA right now that have no trade clauses. That's what I'm saying. Giannis, Steph, Jokic, none of them even have no trade clauses. NBA, like you said, though, was just a lot different too, though, because it's hard because in the NFL
There's
you
more,
can
player empowerment.
Yeah,
players got a lot more control.
That's true, and it's less players, so you know what I mean. So like for instance, if I'm a trade for a top player in the NFL, I can give away 2-3 players, give away a couple draft picks, and my team can still be intact. I can still build around the margins. If you trading for Giannis, right? You got a 15-man roster in NBA. Exactly, bro. Exactly, yeah. So if I
without good in their roster.
Exactly, yeah. If I got 3 good niggas, exactly. If I got 3 good niggas on my team and I'm trading for Giannis, I'm gonna have to trade away 2 of them niggas. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be able to do a 1-for-1 swap.
The package is I give you 8 first-round draft picks and case and box.
It would have to be like Chet. There ain't no way they gonna do it. Ain't no way they gonna do it.
They will get rid of J-Dub before they get rid of Chet.
But I'm saying from the Bucks perspective, you're gonna have to give me Chet back. You can give me all them draft picks, that's cool. But if I'm the Bucks, I know I'm not gonna get Shea. So the next 2 options are gonna be Chet or, like you said, Jalen Williams. I need Chet, and yeah, you're gonna have to give me probably 2-3 first-round draft picks. Like, yeah. And to be honest, so I'm gonna ask you that as an OKC fan, right? If they was like that trade right there, if the Bucks was like, hey, give us Chet and give us 2-3 first-round draft picks, and maybe like a side player or something like that, like a bench player. Like, let's say Alex Caruso.
I would say they wouldn't do shit.
I'm asking you. Would you do that there?
Personally, I'm not doing shit. I would do J-Dub because Giannis is at his best when he has.
I know you would do that, but that's what I'm saying, because he's the lesser player. Like, Chet is more important too. That's what I'm saying. The Bucks are gonna ask for Chet as opposed to Jalen because that's more comparable
over Jalen because they would. I think they would ask for Jalen over Chet because one, Jalen is when he's on the court and healthy.
I was just about to say that's the thing. Yeah, you know, you got to think his trade value has kind of decreased a little bit too.
He's an actual all-star. Chet ain't made an all-star team.
Chet. Everybody know if Chet is healthy a whole year, he's an all. You know what I mean? Like it's some players that don't make it that you know are like all-star talent. You know, like. I'm just saying, I would think, like I said, I mean, I'm thinking in not only my perspective, but the Bucks perspective, the only player I would want back. I mean, of course, I would want Shea. I know that I'm not getting that. So what's going to be the next best thing? It's going to have to be Chet. It would
be the second best player on the team, which is J.
Well, he's the second best player. He's the second best player on y'all's team. If this was another team, Chet would be the best player. If you're looking at it in a vacuum, Chet is the guy that I'm wanting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. I know for y'all's sake, yeah, you know. But even still, you look at it. J-Dub didn't play for what, the first 20, 30 games of the season, really, and y'all still had the #1 seed. Like, I don't know if that's the same case without Chet.
OKC though, OKC is so deep. Like you could put together a package without even offering Chet or J-Dub and probably still get them.
I'm just saying Bucks aren't taking that. I'm telling you from that, because I need not only draft picks, I need a marquee for sure player that I know is a marquee talent in the NBA. For a player like Giannis, that's 30 years old in his prime, you're not just going to give me, you can give me 8, you can give me 8, you can give me all of your draft picks for the first 10 years, next 10 years. I need a talent still that I know. Okay.
So before J-Dub came back and AJ Mitchell was the second leading scorer on the team or whatever, when he was averaging like 18, 19 points a game. Mm-hmm. So if I give you a player that's younger, who's only going to get better because AJ is only 24 years old, and I give you him. No, hear me out. I give you him, Case, and 4 first-round draft picks. I don't think you say no to that because
I definitely say no to that because I need a real marquee superstar. You just said it, right? Everybody knows that's watching basketball. Those two guys you name, they're able to succeed because of the team around them. I need a guy that I know, no matter if he has a team around him or not, this is a superstar talent. I don't need a guy where it's like
trading Giannis, you're essentially going into a full rebuild.
Right.
So why not get the young star? I'm not going to call it.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You just said it. Exactly.
A young scorer.
He's solid. He's solid. He's a supplemental piece to a trade. He's not the featured piece to a trade. If I'm trading you Giannis, 30 years old, in his prime, I need a player that I know is a for sure, without a doubt, superstar. And then I need some assets on top of that. Like you said, he's a good supplemental piece. If you want to throw him in, cool, like you said. But, okay, so what I would say to you on that is, okay, you can either give me Chet Holmgren, and you can give me, let's say, 2 first-round picks, right? Or you can give me Jalen Williams, you can give me Mitchell, you can give me Caruso, and 2 first-round picks. Which one you gonna do? Would you rather give away more?
I'm not giving away more.
Exactly. That's my thing. I'd rather give away one player as opposed to giving away my depth. You know what I mean? Like, for your perspective, if you're talking OKC, I'd rather give away one player. So, okay, cool. Giannis replaces Chet. Of course, easily, you know, and then you ain't really gonna miss them picks either, because you got plenty of other picks still, and you got a team that's built to win right now and in the future, as opposed to, like I said, if you don't give away Chet, now you're having to give away 2, 3 assets and taking away from your depth, you know, right now. So that's the reason why, like I said, I think they would go that route as opposed to You know what I mean? Like I said, instead of giving away 2-3 players, I'd rather just give away one player and be like, okay, cool. Like,
but like I said, the only reason I don't think Chip would be a part of it because Giannis works better with a floor space big. You got him out here with Hartenstein, who's not a shooter, like Chet is. They're just gonna be in each other's way, and then that subsequently gets Shea's way.
but that everybody out there, other than Hartenstein, like you said, that spaces the floor. Everybody else, other than Hartenstein, everybody else on y'all's team can still space the floor. You got Shea, like you said, you still got J Dub. Dort been bullshitting, yeah. Dort, he ain't really been on this shit like he has, but he's capable of it. Like you said, you still got Mitchell. You still
there's that little Dort that was averaging 17 in OKC.
I know. But like I said, that's the only player, which you still need that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's not going to be a floor spacer. You still going to need a guy that can come out there. Because you especially need it because when you go up against Jokic, right? You don't want Giannis to have to guard Jokic the whole game, right? Like, you want a Hartenstein type nigga out there to where he can, yeah.
Didn't know who guarded him in the playoffs.
I know.
Caruso guarded.
Exactly. I mean, ain't nobody. You know, like I said, I would say slow him down. Yeah, slow him down. Ain't nobody guarding him. I mean, it's only a few niggas, and like I said, ain't nobody guarding Giannis. Like, there ain't nobody guarding Jokic. You know, I mean, there's certain guys like they you can do what you want. Ain't nobody guarding Luka, bro. Like, I mean, it's just. There's certain guys in the league that, yeah, you could put certain guys on them that just slow them down a little bit, but they gonna get their 30 still, bro. Like, Ant, you know what I mean? Anthony, like, Ant gonna get his 30, bro. I mean, yeah, you might slow him down. You may take him, it may take him a few more shots to get that 30, but Shea, you know, same thing. Like, yeah, you know, like you might have a defensive stopper. You might have a great all NBA defensive player. He gonna get his 30 though. Like, you know. But I don't know, like I said, I've always said that though as well. I feel like y'all are the best team. Y'all are in a position to, y'all would be in the best position to do it other than any team because, like I said, y'all are the only team that can give up assets and still be good, you know, as opposed to other teams where, you know, whatever they're giving up, you gonna basically be back to square one. You know what I mean? Because you can give up all of that shit, but then Giannis is gonna be in the same position that he's in now because now you've given up all of your assets to get him. Like,
he won't be moved into the offseason. He doing that shit that Giannis always do. I don't want to be here no more. You know what? Matter of fact, I want to stay.
you know, I think the Giannis situation is the same thing because a lot of people don't remember that. I'm a real Lakers Kobe fan. People don't remember that summer where Kobe actually requested a trade. Kobe didn't, but
go to Memphis.
Yeah, Kobe didn't want to leave though. All he was saying was, bro, get me a fucking team. Yes, get me some fucking help. Like, I don't really want to leave, but if y'all ain't gonna get me no fucking help, then just go ahead and trade me, bro. Like,
talked about going to Memphis. I might have been a Memphis fan.
Man, you know what you called it? Mark Cuban said that summer. He said they had a trade done deal. He said the Mavericks. But once we traded for Powell, that's when, you know, the Lakers was like, you know, like, we're not doing, you know, Kobe's good now. Like, but Mark Cuban said it that summer. He said they had a trade on the table where the Lakers said basically, like, if we're not able to make this, if we're not able to keep him happy, keep him here, it's a done deal for him to go to y'all.
I do not think about it. I think the Spurs probably could have made a trade for him. They would have gave up Fox and still been able to keep a lot of their young crew.
Who you talking about, Giannis?
Yeah, they would have been able to trade Fox and got Giannis.
For me, I don't want. Like I said, you got to think. I don't want me if I'm the Bucks. If I'm the Bucks, the first thing I'm asking for. I know I'm not getting Wemby. The next person I'm looking at would not be Fox. It's Castle or Harper. I'm not looking at Fox. I don't want a nigga. Yeah, I don't want a nigga that's 30 years old. If I'm rebuilding, by the time I get a team good enough around Fox, he's old now. I need me a 24, 25-year-old star. I don't want a nigga that's 30 years old, like, because his timeline doesn't match up with our timeline. You know what I mean? That's like you said, right now, De'Aaron Fox is better than Harper right now at this point, right now. But in 2-3 years, Harper is going to be a better player. Castle is damn near a better player right now. You know what I mean? So I want those guys. I want the young talent. I don't want the niggas that's older. I need the young niggas that's for sure gonna be stars, superstars.
I'm looking at rosters and as far as like young talent.
Yeah.
Granted, they did make 2 big ass trades. I think they could have did it. Still been okay. Is the Wizard? Granted, they were trash this year.
They got the draft. They got the draft picks too. They got the draft picks niggas gonna want as well. So, but I think
the young talent, because like outside of Trae Young and Anthony Davis, the oldest nigga I see right now is like 25.
Hey, they're gonna be a team to watch for this year because they already shut down AD. I think Trae Young is probably gonna be the same thing. They got a couple young niggas now, and if they keep losing like they have been, they get a top 5 draft pick to go with that. Then let's say they sign another nigga in free agency. The Wizards are looking like a team next year if they, you know,
that's the same thing about the Jazz, because all the Jazz need is bench pieces.
No, yeah,
bench pieces.
They set up
they
too.
Don't have the tallest lineup in the league.
Yeah.
Outside of Houston.
But that's a couple teams. Like I said, you look at it, even same thing with the Mavericks. You know, that's what I told people too here. I'm like, bro, they should just go ahead and lose out. They already top 5 worst 5 in it. Like, go ahead and get you another top 5 draft pick. Pair with Cooper Flag. You got Kyrie coming back next year. You got cap space too now to sign somebody else. Now that you got AD off the books, you know. So that's what I was telling you earlier. It's like that's the route you need to take. It does you no good as the Mavericks or the Wizards to try to make the playoffs this year, and then now you cost yourself a top 5 pick. Now you picking 15, 16. You know what I mean? Like,
I think next season, the Wizards might be a top 3 seed.
Oh yeah, they're definitely set up better than any team right now. Like you said, that you look at on paper to do it, because like I said, they already are terrible. So they're already in top 5. All they got to do is keep doing what the fuck they've been doing, and they're gonna get a top 5 pick. So then you pair that with, you already got a top 5 pick from last year.
This is why I say this. They gonna have so much cap space.
Yes.
The Sar rookie contract, Trey Johnson rookie contract.
Yep.
Koulibaly rookie contract.
Yep.
Keyshawn George rookie contract.
George. Yep. Exactly. And then, like I said,
rookie contract.
And then you bring in a top 5 pick. On top of that, in a loaded draft class, like I said, you get Darren Peterson, you know, AJ, somebody like that.
That's what they drafted.
Yes, exactly. So you get that, and then let's say you sign one, you know, decent free agent. Okay, now they set up. Like with that team. That's why I told people too. I knew it because they said when Trae Young was finna get traded, they said that they basically gave him the option. They had two deals on the table between the Wizards and the Magic. And he chose the Magic. I mean, he chose the Wizards because I guarantee you they sold him on the plan. Like, bro, we gonna trade for another superstar. We gonna go ahead and take this year. We gonna get a top 5 pick, and then we possibly sign another nigga in the summertime. And he was like, oh yeah, bro, that's better.
You know what I also think? If they do get their top 5 picks, well, they gonna get a top 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
That top 5 pick is not gonna ever dress for them because they're gonna trade it for another star. You know,
they could. That's an
Washington
option.
Is in the destination that free agents signed to.
That's an option, like you said. Otherwise, like you said, I mean, they're in a win-win situation. Either we got a top 5 marquee talent. I mean, they could get Boozer. They could get Caleb Wilson. They could get, Darren Peterson, AJ. You know what I mean? Like I said, they picking in that top 5. You got, you know what I mean? You got your young superstar.
Shit. What if they draft Elijah Arenas? That's so funny.
Hey man, that would be crazy. But
get to go to Washington.
But that would be a good option too. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, worst case scenario, that's what they're looking at for their pick. Let's say they pick at 5, and let's say, like you said, AJ off the board, Darren Peterson off the board, Cameron Boozer, Caleb Wilson. Okay, they had pick 5 and they get, Elijah. I mean, like I said, that's worst case scenario for them at this point,
But that's also if Elijah come out this year.
He gonna definitely come out this year, bro. That nigga, you already know that nigga don't want to be in college. Like, he gonna have a great showing, in the conference tournament. And I said the conference tournament. Like I said, yeah. So he gonna have a great show in there. I don't either, bro. I just look at highlights and I know, like I said, that's the only reason why I know. Well, really, I watch more high school than college because I can tell real quick. I tell people all the time, I've always been that way. I can tell watching the high school talent every single year who is gonna be the best player. I remember I told Anthony Edwards was the best player coming out. I told people Jason Tatum was the best player. And they talking about all these other niggas. Like I said, yeah, they were top players, but there was other niggas that people were
about to get a ring in college.
He was about to what?
That's a red shirt. I said this nigga Bryce might get a fucking ring in college.
As a red shirt. You know what? I actually like that for him though, because you saw the route that Bronny took, and I like that for him. Same thing, like I like it for Kyan too, over there at Syracuse. Like, they didn't just hand him the keys right away because even though I think he's really good, I don't think he's that type of talent. I think he's a 2-3 year, college player, and then he'd be good. Same thing with Bryce. I think, it's gonna take him. He wasn't a one and done type talent when you looked at him. Like, yeah, he was solid, Same thing with even Bronny, When you looked at Bronny coming out, look, Bronny didn't look like a one and done type nigga, bro. He just, he was a really good high school player.
I ain't gonna say that about Bronny because we didn't really get to see Bronny play a full season because he had the heart.
No, I'm talking about strictly off of high school, bro. When I watched Bronny in high school, there was, bro, that was the reason why he didn't make certain, and he was ranked the way he was at. It was at least 30 niggas in Bronny's class alone that were better than him. Like, at least. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like he was Darren Peterson, AJ, or Cameron Boozer, or like these niggas we see coming out right now. He was never that to me. Like I said, he looked like a really, really good high school player. Yeah, he might come in and average 10, 15, but I didn't see him as a for sure one and done. Never. I remember the other nigga they was talking about. I told people about him the same thing. I've seen plenty of niggas like him growing up. I told people about him as well, and they was like, "Oh no, that nigga gonna be no." That what's that nigga name that's Bronny's class that he done went all over the place. He got into the legal trouble and all of that shit.
Mikey Williams.
Exactly. I told people that nigga is not going to be a good NBA player. He's not going to be a top 5 pick. He's not going to be a good NBA player. He's just not. He's one of those niggas that peak out in high school. I've seen so many niggas like, all it was, he got bigger and faster. He matured way more faster than all of the other high school niggas at that time. And he probably was a year, you know, he really should have been a year above what he was. Now you look at a nigga like Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg came out a year early. Cooper Flagg came out a year early. Not, oh, okay, I'm gonna be held back so I can play, you know, I can play against niggas that's younger than me and, you know, not as old as me and shit like that. Nah, bro. Like, that's why I knew Cooper Flagg was going to be what he was, because he came into college last year and dominated when he really should have still been a high school senior. Like, the nigga is supposed to be in college right now, and he dropping 50 in the NBA. Like, there's a difference in that shit. But no, it's a lot of good talent coming into the league, you know, like I said, and it's a lot of teams that need it. So we gonna see how it all kind of play out. The team that I'm still kind of interested to see on, because they got some solid talent. Like it's kind of like a situation like you said, like we talked about with the Wizards and the is Utah. Yeah, is the third team that I would put in that same category is the Pelicans. Like, the Pelicans got some.
On that nigga Zion being healthy though.
It is predicated on him being healthy, and if they gonna keep him. Hey. Shh. It's all predicated. I mean, but you look at their team on paper. You know him. What's the nigga from this year that they? I love him. I love his game.
Fears or Queen? Which one?
Both of them. Yeah. Okay. I like Queen. Queen is the one I was talking about though. I like him. I mean. Fears is nice. You got DeJounte Murray, you know, like I said. Then you got Zion.
It depends on him being healthy.
And it depends on, like you said, the health of them dudes. But if they add another top 5 pick to that talent as well, too, I mean, you know, we could be looking at them different next time, you know, this time next year, too. But there's definitely going to be a team in that pool of teams that we're talking about, you know, Jazz, you know, like you said, the Pelicans, Wizards. One of those type of teams is gonna make that. I kind of like that step, like we made this, like the Patriots made, you know, like this year. I think they're gonna make that step to where we ain't talking about them now, but a year from now, they gonna have, you know, they gonna find their coach. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna put together a good team and be playing good basketball. It's going to be some team. I don't know which one it's going to be yet, though. It kind of depends on how things shake out this summer. Because we still got to figure out what's going to happen with not only Giannis, we got to figure out what's going to happen with the Ja situation. I think both of them get traded this summer. Both of them. The writing was on the wall too, you know, with the Ja situation after they traded Jaren Jackson, I think as well. You know what I mean? Like, cause
one of the many reasons why I have never been a Grizzlies fan. Them motherfuckers don't know how to keep shit together,
bro.
Because they fucked up when they fired fucking Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah, they
going through the same shit that they were going through with Taylor, and it's worse with Isolo.
Yeah, bro. For sure. Like I said, the thing about it is, like I said, I don't care what sport it is. My whole thing is always, you can't be in the middle. Either you are in win now mode, you got a team that's going to compete for a championship, or you rebuilding. If every team that you see stays in the middle, they never get over that hump. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, you look at the Steelers, like in the NFL, you look at teams like that, you know, like to just stay in the middle. Same thing in the NBA. You look at a team like the Magic or You know, like certain team, you know what I mean? It's like they just stay in the middle every year. They not really getting, you know, they're not really terrible, but they ain't getting no better. You know what I mean? Like you gotta go through a period of being terrible, you know, for a minute.
I forgot up there. You know what I mean? Shit.
I don't want to be in the play-in every year. Like for instance, like you look at, they're a prime example, especially in the NBA. Look at the Heat. Look, Heat too. Like I said, Bulls definitely. Heat too. Like I said, that's why every time you hear about a top free agent, everybody is always talking about the Heat because they're right there in the middle, and it's like they need that one or two people, you know what I mean, to get them over that hump. And it's like, yeah, even this year, I think the Heat, of course, especially in the East, they're gonna make the playoffs. But are you gonna pick them to beat anybody in the East? Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if they make the playoffs, let's say they get in as the 6th, 7th, 8th seed. Like, do you think they're not gonna win a championship? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so they really ain't doing themselves no favors. Like, I'd as well just rebuild, bro. Like, they got some solid pieces. You got Bam, you got Tyler Hero, you got Andrew Wiggins. You know, it's kind of fucked up, not on their part, but you know, the Rozier situation. You know, like you got some solid Norman Powell. You know what I mean? They're really that superstar away from being a championship caliber team, you know, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm always gonna be in favor of that. Like that's why I was, like I said, like I was telling you, like Bill Belichick is the GOAT coach for me. You know, I love him to death, you know, but it sucked. It sucked, you know, like when, you know, he got fired or quit, whatever you want to call it, whatever happened with that situation. But I'm not saying I wanted it to happen, but I would say it needed to happen. Yeah, it needed to happen because as long as same situation where you talk about like with Mike Tomlin, or even like you look at the Harbaugh situation with Baltimore, it's like when you got a coach, you're never going to be in rebuild mode because you feel like as long as you got that coach, you know what I mean? Like you always got a chance to win. And even when we bought in Cam Newton, you know, we had that situation. I mean, we drafted Mac Jones. I still never felt like, yeah, we're rebuilding and like we're gonna be good in the next 2 or 3 years. Like I knew it was gonna take us a complete rebuild to where we're like, okay, we're gonna have to be sorry for 2 or 3 years. And literally that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like that year that Bill Belichick was there, and then we had Cam Newton came in. Okay, we was 8-9. I can't even remember. I don't think we even made the playoffs, you know, but still, you know what I mean? It's like at that point, if we gonna be 8-9, bro, I'd rather be 4-13 like we was the last 2 years, because at least I know we gonna get a top 5 pick. We gonna really get a game changer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can, you know, depending on the draft, you could get a game changer at picks, you know, 14, 15. But you know, if you picking in that top 5, your chances of getting a top 5 pick are way higher than picking at 15. Like, it's like y'all, like this year, it's like, I mean, y'all had a great, the only thing is, of course, y'all had a lot of injury. Y'all had a bad offensive line. But you know, y'all had a lot of injuries. But I'm saying though, going into it, y'all, even though y'all made the playoffs, you didn't feel like y'all had a chance of winning the championship this year, right? Like,
look here, when we started off the season, fucking 5-0 in the division, I was like, oh yeah, this our year.
right. But I'm saying once the playoffs started, once the playoffs started, even though y'all got in, you know, right, as a wild card or whatever, you didn't feel like y'all had a chance to win a championship, right?
No.
Exactly.
I did wholeheartedly thought we were gonna compete for a Super Bowl this year.
I know. I'm saying at the beginning. I'm saying, but when y'all got into the play, I'm talking about a month ago from now. Did you feel like once y'all knew that y'all made the playoff, like, okay, that last game against Denver, right? Like y'all rested y'all's people or whatever. Did you feel like, okay, we're good to go. We got a chance to win a Super Bowl now?
I would say it would have depended on who we played. If it wasn't y'all, we played the Texans in the wild card.
But the Texans and the Broncos defense were better than ours, and you saw what our defense did to y'all.
and you saw how C.J. Stroud played against top 5 defense.
C.J. Stroud was terrible. Yeah,
C.J. The Chargers had a top 10 defense too. Huh?
That was, but also the Texans had a top 3 defense. The top 3 defenses in the league this year were the Texans, the Broncos, and the Seahawks. Those were the top 3 defenses in the league this year. Like, I mean, like I said, because
we were ranked in defense. If I'm not mistaken, I think we were like number 5 or number 6. We were in that upper echelon.
But that's what I'm saying. You saw what y'all only put up 3 points against our defense. So how do you think it would have looked against the Seahawks, the Broncos, or now? Let me ask you that. No, that's a good question. How? Because that's in y'all division. How were y'all's 2 games against the Broncos this year?
We split. We beat them. We beat them at the beginning of the year
at y'all's place.
And then, and we lost to them last game of the season.
What was that? What was the score of that last game? Because I mean, I don't really put too much stock into shit early in the season. I mean, we lost to the Steelers and the Raiders early in the season, like that. But I want to know over the last like 6-7 weeks of the season. That's when people playing their best football, and you know what you got. So, what was the score of that game? That second game.
19-3.
Yeah.
But like you said, we rested everybody though.
Oh, that was that game. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was the last game of the season. Yeah. Yes.
Game of the season. Ain't no starters playing.
Yes. Yeah, so you really ain't got a chance.
We did lose to the Texans before that. 5-4.
Okay. Not bad.
It was 20-16. But once again, C.J. Stroud had one of them games.
He had one of his good games. He had one of his good games.
One of them, he played terrible. The nigga had 2 interceptions.
And that's what I'm saying. And y'all still lost by 4.
Yeah, we lost by 4. If I'm not mistaken, that was also one of the games where Dicker, the kicker, couldn't make a kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nigga missed the field goal and missed the extra point. So them 4 points